Hi everyone, my name is D.H. Henry. I'm a missionary here on the Navajo Nation. I want to tell you about Diné, Bikéyah, the land of the people, and the long walk. The Navajo have lived in this part of the country for hundreds of years. It's always been their land, but there was a time 150 years ago that they almost lost it. It was in 1864 when Kit Carson led a campaign against some of the Native American tribes in this area. And part of his work was to relocate the Navajos to a place called Bosque Redondo. It's a reservation located at Fort Sumner in New Mexico. By any means necessary, he was to take as many of the Navajo people down there as he could. Starving and exhausted, the Navajos finally surrendered and were forced to march about 300, almost 400 miles to this reservation. It was the dead of winter, and more than 8,500 Navajos were forced to make the 300-plus mile trek to a desolate prison camp along the Pecos River in the eastern New Mexico at an outpost called Fort Sumner.
This journey that the Navajos took is now known as the Long Walk. Although the Long Walk was very traumatic for the Navajo people, there are many parts to their culture that began when they were imprisoned in Bosque Redondo.
Although culture is more than just food, there are three things that started back then that are still part of their cultural food today: fry bread, mutton stew, and coffee.
Before the Long Walk, Navajos did not cook or bake with flour. When they were on the Long Walk, they were given bags of bluebird flour, which at first they just ate by itself, which a lot of people ended up getting sick from and got dysentery and even died from malnutrition. But they eventually figured out how to make fry bread with that flour, which today is one of their most beloved foods, and everybody loves fry bread. It's super delicious.
Always bluebird.
It has to be bluebird flour. It's the best.
Mutton stew is something they learned while they were in Bosque Redondo. They were taught how to use every part of a sheep, and sheep meat, of course, is mutton. So mutton stew is still part of their diet today. Coffee is also something that they learned to enjoy there while they were imprisoned in Bosque Redondo. Now they call coffee cofue.
If you ever get to come to the Navajo Nation, make sure you get a really good bowl of mutton stew and fry bread and a cup of coffee.
You are good. God answered your prayers. It is raining really hard right now. It's been 8 months since it's rained on the Navajo. Many people have been praying, and God answered.
And all you do is good. And all you do is good. And all you do is good.